As we get closer and closer to the release of Mauer der Toten, Treyarch have dropped the first look at the Wonder Weapon and equipment for this map. And the Wonder Weapon does not look like it's going to disappoint. It looks absolutely fantastic. Let me know your thoughts and theories on the weapon in the comments below. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the blueprint here for the Wonder Weapon. The weapon is going to be called the CRBRS, which stands for the Conversion Ready Binary Repeater Standard. It's going to be a fully automatic handgun that fires lethal energy blasts, and it has a copycat companion sphere inside the weapon which provides synchronized support fire. So that's really cool. We've essentially got like a drone within the weapon itself that will shoot when we do, essentially giving us the effects of like a double tap with this weapon. Now, this straight away looks a lot like a potential ray gun Mark IV. I've seen quite a few people straight off the bat saying that, and this has some very bespoke details to it that look very different from anything we've seen before ray gun wise, if this is a ray gun, because the back of it looks a lot more like an M1911 that has this copycat companion sphere in the middle of it, and then we've got this barrel on the front which is going to be shooting that lethal energy blast, which sounds very similar to the ray gun Mark III. Now, the most exciting thing about this is that it has 3 upgraded versions which we assume to be elemental. If we start from the very top, we get this look which looks fantastic, of almost like a barrel attached to it, which looks very similar to me a little bit to the jet gun or the thunder gun's front barrel. Then we've got these weird little things on the front which to me look like they could be an attachment to shoot like a triple laser beam. It looks awesome. We can see we have this strange attachment under the trigger which is connected into the back, and it looks amazing. And Treyarch being Treyarch, of course, they've redacted the names of the weapon, but the CRBRS is the main normal weapon, and I wonder what all of these elemental versions are going to be called. We don't know. But if we go towards the middle, we can see we have a much longer version of the weapon now, which is definitely going to be held with 2 hands, and it's a bit like the Die Shockwave from the front of it. Now, one thing that stays consistent with all of these images is the fact that we have this copycat companion sphere, and there's been a lot of rumors over the past few months about the next Wonder Weapon being a mega barrel Wonder Weapon, where it will mimic the different elemental types of zombies that we have in the game currently, such as the Tempests and their electrical damage. Like, we'll actually be able to use their electricity as a weapon, or the Mangler's cannon as a weapon. There is a chance that what we're seeing here is these versions of the CRBRS taking up those versions of the enemy's weapons, and that's what we're seeing here. This bottom one is the most fascinating to me, where it almost looks like an assault rifle sniper hybrid. It's so strange. It's like it's got a million different attachments. But looking at the center, we can see we have 2 familiar attachments that you'd see on an M16. We've got this massive stock at the back, and then this thing in the middle. I don't even know what that is. That looks really futuristic, really crazy. And I'd imagine that this is going to be the most powerful version of the Wonder Weapon, but all versions of this sound absolutely fantastic. And what's really interesting as well is if we look at the top left, that this is created by the Office of Requiem. So this isn't a Omega technology weapon here. So it's really interesting to see that from the intels over the last few months of Omega trying to weaponize all the different elite zombies, that this isn't the case here with this Wonder Weapon. So the mega barrel thing might still be sort of true with the companion sphere, but at this point it's all just fun, harmless speculation. But that's not the only thing that Treyarch teased today. They dropped the blueprint for a piece of equipment called the LT-53 Casimir prototype from Omega. And as soon as you hear Casimir, you're thinking, oh my god, I'm thinking Ascension, I'm thinking Gersh device. And this sounds sort of like a Gersh device. The description below says the LT-53 Casimir temporarily opens a portal to the Dark Ether. Using technology developed from Redacted, the LT-53 absorbs objects in a small radius and teleports them. Co-developed with Redacted, but this is approved by Dr. William Peck. And when you hear something absorbs objects in a small radius and teleports them, it does sound like a Gersh device of sorts. We have a little note here that says Colonel found this in Peck's lab. Did you know about this? We could repurpose as a weapon. I will keep sharper eye on Peck. He is up to something. Gorev. By the looks of the blueprint, it almost looks like a Gersh device, but rather than you throw it straight away and it's activated, it's got like a big button on the side that I'm assuming that you'll press down and then throw it. But it sounds like it could be a new evolution of the Gersh device. Just like we saw with the Ray K, where parts of it were repurposed from a blueprint for the Ray Gun Mark III, Treyarch know what they're doing when they label something as Casimir. It's an obvious reference to the Casimir mechanism, and I'm so happy that we're seeing old nostalgic names and references reborn in this new storyline, and I am really excited by these blueprint teasers. The Wonder Weapon looks absolutely sick. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. We still don't know a 100% date on when this is dropping, but it seems likely that it's going to be a week on Thursday. So as soon as we learn more and we get more teasers, which is inevitable, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated here on the channel. Call of Duty have just said keep an eye on Treyarch and Call of Duty social channels this week for new intel on Mauer de Toten. The wait is almost over and the official trailer is just around the corner. So as soon as that drops, you know we'll be covering everything here on the channel. So be sure to subscribe, but let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll catch you for another one soon.